My partner cheated during our anniversary trip and expects instant forgiveness. We were supposed to be celebrating 10 years. 10 years of inside jokes, surviving his mom's passive-aggressive holiday comments, and me learning to love his obsession with sourdough baking. The resort in Santorini was his idea. Whitewashed villas, infinity pools blending into the Aegean Sea, the kind of place you see in ads for diamond rings. When he surprised me with the trip last month, I cried. I thought, this is it. We're finally okay again. But the first red flag fluttered at dinner. He kept his phone face down beside his wine glass, thumb tapping the screen every time it buzzed. "Work stuff," he said, shrugging. His voice was strained, eyes darting to the sunset like it owed him money. I tried to ignore the knot in my stomach. Don't ruin this, I told myself. You're just paranoid because of how distant he's been. Later, I woke up to an empty bed. The clock glowed 2:14 a.m. I found him on the balcony, phone pressed to his ear, laughing softly. The sound froze me. He hadn't laughed like that, light, unguarded, in months. "I miss you too," he murmured. The knot in my stomach turned to lead. The next morning, he left his phone charging while he showered. I told myself I wouldn't look. I hate people who snoop. But then it buzzed. A notification from someone named Bree. "Last night was amazing. Can't stop thinking about you." My hand shook as I scrolled. Photos of them at a bar I'd never seen. Texts comparing my cooking to hers. "You're way more adventurous," Smitely. Dates scheduled during his late shifts. A selfie of her in his shirt, captioned, "Your place or mine next time." When he stepped out of the bathroom, towel around his waist, I didn't recognize him. "Who's Bree?" I asked. His face went pale. "It's not what you think," he said, but his voice cracked. Turns out, Bree is the 24-year-old intern at his firm, the one he mentored, the one he'd been meeting for coffee since January, the one he'd slept with 2 days before our trip while I was packing his suitcase. He started crying first, begged me not to blow up our lives over a mistake, said it meant nothing, that I was his real life. I couldn't speak. All I could hear was the hum of the minibar fridge and the echo of our vows. In sickness and health, forsaking all others. I'd worn my grandmother's pearls for that line. Now they felt like a noose. When I finally found my voice, it was smaller than I'd ever heard it. "You did this now, during our anniversary?" He had the audacity to look hurt. I thought if we came here, it'd fix things. I was going to end it with her after the trip, I swear. He reached for my hand. I jerked back like he'd burn me. 3 hours later, I'm sitting on the bathroom floor, staring at the mosaic tiles. He's been knocking every 10 minutes, alternating between apologies and frustration. "You're really going to throw away a decade over one slip-up?" he snapped earlier. Part of me wants to believe him. The other part keeps replaying Bree's texts. "You're so much happier with me. Why stay if you're miserable?" I booked a flight home. It leaves in 6 hours. My suitcase is half packed. My chest is a live wire, and I can't stop staring at the ring he gave me at this very resort 8 years ago. I don't know who I'm angrier at, him for doing this, or myself for not seeing it sooner. TLDR, husband cheated with a coworker during our 10th anniversary getaway. Now wants me to get over it and rebuild trust overnight. I'm sitting in a hotel bathroom questioning my entire life.